Welcome to Mrs. Anderson's Nutrition and a special edition of the Nutrition Through the Ages series. In this video, we will look at school nutrition programming. All information in this video is provided by Penaloza, a registered dietitian. What do you think of when you hear the word school meals? Are you seeing images of square, frozen slices of pizza with tiny cubes of unrecognizable meats and cheese that barely covers the slice, let alone melts? Mushy tater tots, perhaps? How about some overcooked vegetables, too? I think we can all remember a time when this was the case. Fortunately, school meals have changed, but they tend to continue having a bad reputation, and it can be challenging to find accurate information if you're not actually part of the school nutrition bubble. And this often means most people only see sensationalized headlines and bad pictures of school lunch trays. Right now, though, there are fantastic looking, great tasting, colorful, nutrition-filled meals being offered all around the country. And you might be surprised to learn that a recent study actually scored school meals to have the highest diet quality, followed by grocery store foods, work sites, and restaurants. Now, you might be wondering how that could possibly be when you picture those lunches you may have had. Well, a large portion of credit goes to the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010, which really strengthened nutrition standards for all child nutrition programs across the country. These standards require any school or district participating in a national school meal program to increase the availability of fruits, increase the availability of vegetables, increase the availability of whole grains, increase the availability of fat-free and low-fat fluid milk, decrease levels of sodium, decrease levels of saturated fat and trans fat, and meet the nutrition needs of school children within their caloric requirements. Now, it is really important to highlight here how COVID has impacted and continues to impact school nutrition services. During school closures, child nutrition services continued providing meals for our nation's children, and they were able to do so because of the waivers that were put in place, loosening some guidelines. However, those pandemic waivers are now expired, but the side effects of COVID have only increased. A School Nutrition Association recent article found that 95% of schools across the country are dealing with product shortages. 97% are struggling with increased food and supply costs, and 95% of schools are dealing with labor shortages. All of this makes the expectations of implementing healthy meals pretty difficult, and some might argue impossible. To learn more about how schools are being supported through these obstacles, click the link below for the full blog post. Not everything in school nutrition is bad or difficult, though, and there's actually this really wonderful resurgence of scratch cooking, along with an inclusion of culturally relevant school meals popping up all across the country. Scratch cooking at its basics is schools integrating more fresh fruits, veggies, whole grains, and spices into meals they are cooking themselves. This is a movement that many nutrition professionals are advocating for because it gives power back to the nutrition program. It allows them to control sodium, trans fats, saturated fats, and anything else that goes into a recipe, and it allows schools greater freedom to test new recipes, including those dishes that may be more recognizable to a diverse student population. And that about does it. A big thank you to Penaloza, registered dietitian, for the information provided in this video. Like, share, subscribe, and have a great day.